And welcome back to the Keaney Blue Chronicles, everyone.
We are outside the Muse Tavern, the place to be before and after the big game.
Now, URI women's volleyball player Gabby Schilling grew up in a pretty competitive household.
She got recruited to play volleyball here at URI, and her brother, he got drafted to play in the MLB. Here's Danny with more.
Having a sibling go to the big leagues makes you pretty proud, and there's a URI volleyball player whose brother did just that. All the way from Clarkston, Michigan, Gabrielle Schilling is killing it on the volleyball court and said she found a home in Rhode Island.
Yeah, my junior year, I started the kind of recruiting process and got in contact with Coach Steve here. And as soon as I was on campus, it just felt like the perfect fit. And I was really stoked about coming. Yeah, URI was just always kind of up there for me. I loved the way the campus just felt like walking around, and the coaching staff here was just extremely welcoming, and the vibe was just, everything was right for me.
Her brother attended school at Illinois to play baseball. Schilling says it was a competitive household growing up with two D1 athletes.
My dad played baseball at Eastern Michigan, and then my brother ended up playing at Illinois and getting drafted. I'm playing here. My other brother, he played baseball throughout high school too. So yeah, extremely competitive growing up. Our parents were really supportive, but always pushed us to, try to be something greater than what we thought. So he has a really great mindset, and I know that if he keeps pushing, that I think that we can get into the big leagues someday. I mean, he's with the White Sox right now. I think he's
That's his favorite team?
Yeah, I mean, he's happy, I think. So, I'd say White Sox.
And Gabby isn't the only one with a sibling in the pros. Frankie Darnold, an assistant coach on the volleyball team, is brothers with Sam Darnold. Darnold was recently selected 3rd overall in the NFL draft.
Speaking of drafts, the Muse Tavern has 69 beers on tap that you are welcome to enjoy. Next up, we have Ariana, who sat down to two gentlemen on the URI Club baseball team, and they told their story about a uniqueness in brotherhood.
From the outside looking in, you might see your ordinary baseball team preparing for their new season ahead. But there are two young men on this team who are far from your typical college athletes.
My name is Zach Nardone. I'm from Hubbardston, Massachusetts. My name is Billy Ferrara. I'm from Maryland. Grew up playing baseball. My dad had me starting. I used to be a righty thrower until my dad started placing the ball in my left hand every single time I threw, so I'm a lefty now.
Although not everything was their choice, both Zach and Billy chose to join the military right out of high school.
So my whole family is pretty much in some way or another done something for their country. When it's my turn, I kind of looked at my whole family and realized that someone had to step up.
I did 4 years in the Marines. I was stationed at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina. I deployed twice. We went out to Africa, a little bit of the Middle East.
So I was in Alaska for almost 3.5 years. It's a specialty unit, so you do stuff that the rest of the Army doesn't do, a lot of Arctic training, cold weather in the mountains type stuff. And then I went to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and I got to play with helicopters for a year.
I've met the greatest brothers I've ever met in my life. I had some of the best experiences I've ever had. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
You're closer with people that you never be that close to someone in the real world. That I can show up to the field and do my job no matter what my team asks of me. That's I think that's the biggest thing that I took away from it.
Both Billy and Zach continue to do their job on and off the field. The D3 Club team is a new program at the University of Rhode Island that has developed strongly in such a short amount of time. Stay tuned to see what these young leaders accomplish in the season to come.
Who knows what other unique stories will come out of URI athletics in the future.
But we do know whatever athletes come to campus, it would be smart to come here to Muse Tavern.
Still ahead on the Keaney Blue Chronicles, one URI athlete going the distance at the World Rowing Championships.
And then the distance that made all the difference for the URI football team.
And finally, the URI football player who at one time in his career would have given anything to run those 3 more feet. Coming up next on the Keaney Blue Chronicles.
Since 1969, when Dave Cesario decided he was going to open a fruit stand where he could sell fruit and produce to the local people in Warwick, Rhode Island, called Dave's Fruitland, to today, when Dave's Marketplace has an outstanding reputation for quality products and superior customer service. The journey has been rewarding. Throughout the years, Dave's Marketplace has shown continued growth in both number of employees and sales. Congratulations!